Good morning, although it's almost afternoon to our standards in the dump truck life. Hashtag dump life. Anyways, going to get load number 3, and we're doing 5 loads each. There's 4 of us, so it's a 20 load job, and it's supposed to be all week. We are in South Carolina, so I'm going to try to get you guys some video going across the Tallmadge. I've been waiting for the sun to go up. This time of the year, the sun's like kind of low, and it's not way out to the north. It's right here, always in our face, and it's kind of hard to film until like April. So the sun stays really low in the sky. It's not way up high, and like, you know, right now the sun kind of stays low, and it arches low, so it makes it kind of hard to film. But it doesn't mean I can't do it. I can still do it, just because it's hard. Anyways, so we're gonna get some video going across the Tallmadge, and we'll get some video going across Alligator Alley. Also, it's the bridge name is Houlihan Bridge. So going across the Houlihan Bridge, we'll go across empty, but we're not going to come across loaded, because there's a sign, and I'll go ahead and I'll insert that sign right here. And when you go across the bridge, that big sign says that I would be illegal going across the bridge at that with the way that sign reads. So I can't go across the bridge higher than 48,000 pounds. So 24 tons. So 48,000 pounds. That's the heaviest I can go across that bridge. Well, you know, we're rolling at 63,800, 63,500, basically 64,000. So going across is fine, because we're only at 26,000. We're only at, 12, 13 tons. So going across, we're fine. Empty. Coming across back into South Carolina, we're not fine. And the misconception is people think the Houlihan Bridge is South Carolina now, and you drop your third axle and you're legal. No. South Carolina doesn't actually start until the next bridge, this side of South Carolina, this side of the state line. You got Georgia, you got the boat park where you can launch your boat, then you got the Houlihan Bridge, then you got a little stretch, and then you got another bridge. That other bridge doesn't have a weight limit on it. It's not a drawbridge or anything like that, but that's the actual state line. See, people think the Savannah River is the state line when you're at River Street. It's not. The next river is. I think it's still considered the Savannah River, but you have your port, and then you have the Savannah River that goes up north and west. That second river, more north of the port river, is actually your state line. So legally, I cannot drop my third axle on the Houlihan Bridge and say, oh, I'm legal because I dropped my third axle. You're not allowed to drop a third axle in Georgia. So going back across, empty. Coming back this way, take the Tallmadge, and that's just what we're going to do. We'll head on down here. I can't really film this way yet because the sun, as you see, is beating right in on the phone, on me. But when we make this curve, we'll go ahead and get a little video going down Alligator Alley. And then we'll get some video in the yard where we get loaded up. And then we will, I'll go ahead and get some video coming back into South Carolina, going over the Tallmadge Bridge. Pretty cool day, easy day, simple day, nice day. 2 loads done, 3 more to go, and it's 10 o'clock. Pretty much this bridge is the divider for South Carolina and Georgia. This is not the Houlihan Bridge. But when you follow yourself on the map, They got the little dotted line as the state line, and you're crossing over it right now. I don't see it though. I don't see it on the ground. Where's that dotted line? But this is that other little river. So if we had our third axle down, we legally have to pull our third axle at this point. Not allowed to run your third axle on the ground in Georgia. Alligator Alley. That was an alligator under us. Houlihan Bridge, weight limit posted, 1 mile. And now here's that sign I showed you. Here it is right here again. Right there. And so that's another way into Georgia from South Carolina without having to take I-95 or without having to go over the big Tallmadge Bridge and ending up downtown Savannah. You can go that way off of, they call it Raceway, Speedway, like Speedway Road or something like that. It's 17 coming out of Hardeeville. So from I-95, you get off at exit 5 in South Carolina, and you take 17 South, Speedway Boulevard. 17 South, and you can take that all the way down, and it'll take you over the Tallmadge, or you can bear to the right and take 170, which is Alligator Alley, which is what we were just on. And then that brings you into this area, which all the logging trucks, going to International Paper, which was what that big building was, that big structure with the steam coming out of it. That's International Paper. So a lot of logging trucks are coming on this road here. You know, you could turn here and go to the Savannah Hilton Head Airport, make a right here, and you're 5 minutes from the airport. You are 5 minutes from the port. If you're an 18-wheeler driver hauling containers, this gets you right into the port and to a lot of different logistics buildings, whatever, companies. So you got your 3 main ways to get into the Savannah area: I-95, the Tallmadge, and then this one right here, 170. And now we're on what's called Coastal Highway, which it's also called, I think it's State Road 25. It's something 25. It's also called Main Street. So you got Main Street, Coastal Highway, and 25. It's all the same road. You guys might recognize this area. This is where I was doing yard mule duties a couple weekends ago.
ain't supposed to go in that side, just to let y'all know.
Yeah, we did it this morning, and another truck told me I was going in wrong.
Yeah, you're supposed to go in the way I came in.
Okay, hold tight right there. Ain't no problem. I will jump behind you.
Oh, you're fine now. I'm just letting you know next time.
No, I ain't got no more time.
You're good. Stay where you at. I ain't fussing. I'm just letting you know so you don't get fussed at next time. I'm gonna come around and get behind you.
Yeah, we came in this morning that way, and another driver got mad and said we came in wrong.
Yeah, now, if you came through there, you're not supposed to come through there. You're supposed to come all the way in and come around.
I want to say something so bad. That sun's brutal, man. Shining right down on the camera. Now what you're seeing right here, this pile of GABC, is exactly where that 57 or 89 was that Saturday I did yard mule duty. So see, they used that spot to go ahead and put this GABC off the train. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so leaving here, we'll go through, like, basically head toward downtown Savannah, and then we're gonna bust a left, go through where the Greyhound bus station is, and or a right, I'm sorry, and then bust another right, and we're gonna go ahead and jump on to Tallmadge. Oh yeah, so right here coming up on our left where these cars are parked in the street, that's like a little halfway house. It's got the blue canopy, so that's for people getting out of prison and stuff. And then just after that blue canopy, you see these little structural arches. That's for the buses. So Greyhound and the county buses, you know, the county transit, whatever. That's right there. I've ran from this place all the way to my house, 16 miles, jogged it in training for the marathon. Alright, so the same rules apply as we go up to Tallmadge here. We're not in South Carolina until we go on the other bridge. So this river that we're about to go over isn't into South Carolina. Come on, old girl. There you go, 9th gear. See what wide view looks like. There you go. And not so good. And what I like to do is once I get to the top. Oh, by the way, I've ran this bridge 3 times in one day. Did the 5K and the 10K. It's called a double pump. But what I like to do is at a nice slow speed, 30 miles an hour, I go ahead and I drop that 3rd axle right now before we get up to speed, and then I skid the tire too hard. So So third axle's going down right now. But that river right there you see in front of us now to the right, a little bit to the right, that's actually the Savannah River that separates Georgia from South Carolina. I got my third axle down a little bit early, I know, but that's not to try to beat any weight, but that's just to save my company's tires from burning them down at 50 or 60 miles an hour and having it, you know, hit the ground so hard. But yeah, there's beautiful South Carolina. So that's the second way back in from South Carolina into Savannah. Right here. And going back in my videos, you might remember I was busting a right turn right here, and I got some really awesome drone video going down the Savannah River. And I'm looking in the water, I don't see the dotted line, but on the map, there'd be a dotted line right here, right about here, going into South Carolina. But I'm looking in the water, the paint must have got washed away. Anyways, yeah, there you go. And we learned 2 ways to get into Savannah from South Carolina without having to take I-95. So off of I-95, take exit 5, and then you take this 17 straight on down. And then you got your 2 ways in. One to go to downtown over to Tallmadge, and one to go through like Port Wentworth, close to the airport. I-95 is going to be faster, probably, but if I-95 is closed down because of an accident or whatever, then here you go. All right, so stay in your lane, stay out of my cab, and drive safe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.